Hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie. Sorry I've been away a while, but, well, this week my readings regarding Meghan and Harry are, I think they're wrong. So I've held back, but I don't know. And then I've tried again. So there are other videos that I've done, but if I can keep this short and sift through what I think it is. And yeah, we're going to look at the funeral, and well, it's left me puzzled all week. And the fact is, I've been doing private readings all week, so, you know, and the feedback's been great, and they know this, and they resonate this, and, you know, whatever else. But then with Meghan and Harry, I can't get past the point of what I keep feeling. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, let's have a look. First of all, what on earth do I want to read about again? Yeah, in order for me to move forward, just get it off my chest, you know, just accept it. I've never doubted myself this much in one week with these. And so there's definitely something holding me back sometimes. Myself, you know, putting those videos out, and then you hear, you know, the vicar and statements about Harry being there with, I don't know, not talking to William. Why do I care so much? Well, I shouldn't, but it does give me anxiety every now and again. So I'll just have to buckle up at what and just try and remain balanced with things. Right, okay. And this is the only way forward for me, you know, to get out of this, whatever it is I've been feeling. Or the level of confidence I had. I don't know why, it's one of these, you know, it doesn't happen often, but these kind of make me think, oh, right. Okay, so, did Harry go to the funeral? No. Do you know what? This is all bloody week. Instead, you know, people are telling me it's on the news. It's everywhere that he went. Now, another thought pops into my head is that I don't believe the Sun's bullshit or any other media, you know. They're not reliable. That celebrity, you should be focusing on what's going on in the UK, you know, and the chaos of it all. That's been getting me down, I know. I'll do a reading on Starmer. Oh dear. So I'm getting distorting their truth. Did he come? Well, I'm getting a bit of it didn't. I just feel like it hasn't happened like the way it should have been. Did William see Harry at the funeral? And there's your secret. I might put all the rest of them up now and then, because I just keep getting, you know, a secret. What's the secret about Harry that we don't know? So the boss. I think the secret is King Charles made a huge list of conditions here. You know, you can come, but there's all these rules, and there was no Meghan, no kids. It was very strict. If he was supposed to go, it was, you know, at this point, it would be ordered to come and go with no knowledge to be revealed. Now, could that be a factor as it has been in the past regarding the conditions of Harry. And that's what I was going to say. You know, was this a blockage to him? Did Harry not want to go and then decides to do something, you know, on Zoom or something? Well, before we ask that, I want to know for what reason has that vicar come out and disclosed information about Harry and William at a funeral, and like given a statement to the press making out that Harry has come to the funeral. Now, I did say ages ago, well, no, a few months ago, I said that he would come to the UK making out to see the king and it'd be something else. Well, that could be the other way around, okay? That he's coming to the funeral and then meeting his father. So did Harry actually meet his father after the funeral? Absolutely not. You know, wishes denied. Harry was unhappy in that situation, okay? I definitely think, you know, in a way I could be spot on. It's just that I've struggled with putting it up. And do you know why? Because everybody on the news and things, you know, or the subtitles, you know, flashes, they all say went. I don't think he did. So why would the vicar? Well, he was unhappy, but so was Harry. So the vicar tends to take it upon himself to judge the situation and the level of, you know, mood and impact as well regarding Harry. Maybe he had talks with the king. Okay, so yeah, I get that he wasn't happy. So he's judging their mode of everybody, and then I don't know. He's been put in a situation. Actually, I think he has felt either pressured to say this. Was this Vicar's statement about Harry being there? Is that true? Is it true? It says spilt milk, get over it, useless emotions, wasting, fretting. Is it true? Well, I feel like, you know, it is, so it's out of his hands, okay. It's weighing heavily for some reason, you know. It's a bit of a blast to you and then calms it down. Eventually get over the pain. So I'm thinking he didn't want to do something, and he has. And then it's like, I don't feel like it's lying, but I feel like he's been put in a position. And as the weeks go by, the vicar won't feel so bad. I mean, what I can't understand is how Harry is in the same room. Because we've got distorting their facts. Right. Did, so I might have asked this, I've lost it. Did Harry indeed use Zoom or FaceTime or something? You know, did he appear? Was Harry physically there? Was Harry physically at the funeral? This is last minute, okay, so this is exactly what I think, all the conditions, so Harry would have had to say that he's going. Harry didn't like the fact that he had these conditions put on him. He was far from happy. So I'm not getting that he lied, okay, because all he's saying is, you know, he was there. And was Harry physically there? No, he's not, okay? So they may have been expecting him, you know, and in the end decided, well, you know, can't wait any longer, we'll have to go ahead. Harry's just hammered himself into the ground, honest to God. People will call him a player. It's like delay. So that could... he's not there physically. That's what I have to say. I can't read again until I'll release this one and just let it go off my chest. But and I know everybody... I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You know, he's been seen there. But bio, where's the pictures, you know? Harry doesn't do as he's told. While we're getting obscure, you know, while we're getting Vicar'S. I don't know what it is, but I feel like he wasn't physically present in the church. So what conversation then did, if he was there, you know, it's Charles Spencer, he would have said something. So, you know, was there a conversation between Spencer and Harry at the funeral? Harry wasn't there. Harry wasn't there. In like the sunshine, light. What did he say? Well, he could have said, oh, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad, you know, both you and William can come together. But I don't think that's the case. I think, you know, he's still in California. Maybe he's made an excuse, you know, for the kids. But his dad would have been the last to know. I mean, let's get, you know, ask. After the king gave his, you know, conditions, what does the king think too? It's always in the question with me, for isn't it right? There's too many variables, see, on every one of them. Right, so King Charles, what do we need to know? Did King Charles actually see Harry in the physical form while he was over here? Well, there I'm seeing, you know, the past into the future. maybe something, you know, they've agreed to in the past has affected the future. So, you know, the actions that King Charles took, and William, has resulted in the past and will come out in the future. So things Charles said to him in the past will come out in the future. So I can imagine we hear about this. What does Harry fear about this? Maybe that is, you know, a flight was delayed and he couldn't meet it, and that he's feeling, you know, he was trapped where he was, stuck. He was unable to move, unable to get there as well. Someone else's input needed. Well, he's probably asked Charles Spencer. I really don't believe there's a massive conspiracy with the royal family in this. They're nothing to do with it, you know. If he can't be asked to get on a plane, and how many planes get stuck, you know, just at the right time? How many private, you know, planes get stuck? I'm telling you, he never had any intention of going. I mean, he thought about it until it's like a fishing expedition. And so there was a list of rules from his dad. Oh, he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy. The vicar's been put in a little situation, so he's not overly worried about what he said. And he's already said it now. Harry, you know, being unreliable, choosing not to come. He never had any plans of this, you know. He is unreliable, but he's not just unreliable. He does these things knowingly, consciously. He actually doesn't care. Oh, if you can see me trimmer, it's far right. Honest to God, it's driving me nuts. I'm going to go somewhere after when I get back off my holiday. Right. Yeah, he's afraid that this is going to come out. I'd have got so much shit for this, you know, if I'd put it out during the week or the beginning of the week. Was it Meghan trying to set Harry up about this? Was it Meghan? Did she have any part of this? Yeah, she told the lies. She told the lies. She did not want him to go. She said, if you go, I'll divorce you. In a way, because of this, and it's a unique situation that we have been looking at for the past few years. So I'm just saying it in this. But once somebody treats you so bad and you reach that pinnacle, then there's a point of no return. So, you know, it's when two toxic relationships, look, they either end in death or, you know, at best a nasty divorce and, you know, child custody issues. So, but she's doing it. She's contributing. She's going to push him too far. He's going to go over the edge. He'll either crack or, you know, attempt to do worse. I've always worried about Harry with that, whether it be now or in 20, 30 years. So yeah, she's like, I'll divorce you because she sees, I'm not laughing about that, I'm laughing at something that I said, which now will make sense to me, but it's like, he's already dead, so what's the point? And he does find her very unfair, you know, he does find her dark, and he does, you know, realise that she doesn't tell the truth. I think they've lied about how it happened, if indeed it happened. Because it's not that sunny in the UK, I can tell you. Why hasn't this come out? Well, they may think Harry needs help. The vicar, you know, feels that he wanted to help. And some of his feelings are about to get very, very hurt. Okay, so why hasn't this come out? I'll tell you, because everybody's worried about Harry. He really is, and when he's got them faces on him, you know, whether it be anger or discontent or, you know, low mood, well, they can all see that. But it's not the journalist, you know, mainstream media, it's not for them to judge that they shouldn't, you know, speak about this. Well, it comes out. It absolutely comes out. There's no way I've gone through a week like this and it's not coming out. I mean, what's the story, you know? Meghan forces Harry to stay and do Zoom or not at all. And somebody lies saying that, you know, the vicar comes out and says, oh, yeah, he did come. Or it's twisted. Because this vicar is not sure of himself. I think he says things off the cuff without thinking things through sometimes, you know. Maybe he was caught on the hop, but it's the way they distorted it, okay, to make Harry look better. What undeniable proof, universe, can you give me that Harry indeed did not physically attend that funeral? Oh, I got so. So the first one was where I isolated myself voluntarily. But, you know, I also as well feel like it wasn't just Meghan. It maybe was just, you know, in a way, Harry. But there you go, you know, arguments. So definitely, okay, definitely Meghan put the pressure on with him about this and to force him to withdraw, and that's the relationship there, and a temptation obviously to repeat indeed bad practices, you know, bad habits, like arguing again and then arguing again and arguing again. Now, you know, I argue with my husband, well, at least not bad rows, you know, bickering, you know, why haven't you done that? Why haven't you done that? Why haven't, you know, I told you before, he doesn't like to get off his ass and do things. So I have to, you know, I have to up the ante. But this is like, it's the temptation all the time for her. Cut the royals out. Don't let Harry go. use their children, you know. It's all that. It's even worse than that, you know. It's I can do better than you, you know. I'll take your kids, you'll never see us again, or oh, that would be nice. That would be nice. But yeah, all sorts of subliminal abuse verbally, and it sticks in somebody's mind, you know. Oh, you don't do this, or oh, you should be doing that. You're your own person. Oh, did you hear the dog? I ain't got a dog, it's down the road. Oh no, it's next door but one. I ain't bothered if she listens to my channel, but that bloody dog barks all day. It's in the garden, you know. You'd think she'd get off her fat ass and walk that bloody dog. I know, I've just thought, some of my neighbours, they don't, well, I know from one person that they watch, and I thought, how the hell did they find me? How did they know, you know? And so she'll have told that neighbour as well. Anyway, yeah, I'm talking to you. Okay, so outcome then for Harry in this. Another problem, you know, another problem. So he doesn't want it reported. He doesn't want it reported on. How does the king feel about Harry lying again about going to the funeral and the vicar getting in? Look at that. Bad judgment, impairment, recklessness, okay. So I have got that there'll be a bit of a backlash on this. But, you know, it's not William's job to go telling tales on his brother. But believe me, if they're going to think it's bad judgment and reckless of Harry to do so, I mean, they just can't understand him. Why did Harry lie about being there? Oh, you can imagine he wanted to see William, I think. He lied because he wasn't able to, you know, get out the house with Meghan. I don't know whether this is about lies to the family here about attending. So he couldn't get out of things. You know, he wasn't giving up. So when he said that he wasn't attending either weeks ago maybe, he actually did intend to come. And that's the thing, isn't it? Okay, he must have been intending to come for his father to give him the rules and conditions, because he didn't like it. How's you know, the vicar gonna feel about this? What's the outcome for the vicar? So basically, because he isn't too worried, okay, so it's like we have got the news on its way. It has been delayed. Yeah, it has. I've been waiting all week just to, you know, think, oh, it was right. Just to, like, unblock me. I wasn't blocked, actually, but just to be able to, it would not stop doing these cards at all. Any deck as well. So I'm getting news delayed. It's going to be on its way, and he's not going to say anything. Well, why isn't he going to say anything? Because he's a coward. He doesn't have, you know, the ability to navigate this. This is going to be tried to be swept under. Again, why aren't the mainstream media picking up on this, and the vicar too? You can't just keep lying like that, you know. In fact, I don't know. That's a statement, making a statement like that, you know, telling us something with a public figure has actually happened and then it hasn't. Because the other one thing I was going to say about the lies is, oh, sometimes we lie to ourselves, you know, your husband, does my bum look okay? And he says, yeah. He don't say any other. So, you know, it all depends, and that's why I've separated it to Harry. And that's exactly the card I got on each reading that I've done and asked for the outcome. Where it means that I think I lack ability, and then you know, that I'm weak in me readings this week. You know, it turns out I'm not, unless I'm having a breakdown or something. But yeah, every time I pick them up, every time. So I waited and nothing's come out. Which means the Meghan video that I won't put out either. Well, that's a shocker. I'll make sure you get that one today as well. So, yeah, well, he's a coward, you know. He feels he can't do so. He feels that he's not going to want to come forward either. She's like, the king was like, why? Why? No, I don't know if we saw the card. Let's have a last one. He was trying to help somebody, I think. Okay, so why did the vicar say that? He's obviously the vicar giving Charles, you know, advice on Harry. You know, getting real spiritual and everything. Well, in times you know, that you're not very well. And I've said this, okay, I just feel like he's not recovered. So, yeah, I think... so the vicar's just, like I say, got involved himself in something to try and make things work or better, you know. I think this vicar is like in danger of thinking that, you know, he runs Charles's thoughts. Charles would turn to the church more, you know, with his illness. Many people do. But he's always been, you know, going to church, hasn't he? So it just feels different now. So, yeah, I think, you know, the vicar thought he could change things for the better. Well, that didn't work out, did it? Because now we're getting a parched earth, you know, a scorned tree. I do not like this man. You know, what kind of person is this vicar? Well, is he upsetting other people? He's always getting involved, and then, you know, he wonders why it's all come back on him. Keeps saying, I won't do it again, I won't do it again, and then he does, you know. Getting in other people's business, you know, is what he does. So you would do that, yeah, as a vicar, in a way. You would do those things. But in this case, where the royal family is concerned, and where his peers are, and his bosses, and, you know, other people he works with, it can be quite unprofessional, you know. You shouldn't have opened your mouth. How did Harry feel about the vicar making that statement that he'd attended? Well, he wanted, you know, I think he was happy with that. I don't understand that if he didn't, you know, when he said about not going to, I'll put it on, not going to the funeral, okay, won't be attending, so he got some criticism, there was a bit of a fuss about it, and then it all died down. I think the vicar knows Harry. Well enough even to give advice. Now, why would Harry need reassurance on this? It shows that it sees it as support. So it's like I said, the media and this idiot are all feeling sorry for Harry. Now, unless there's something in the background that we don't know about, like where it's serious with Harry, you know, there could be something recently that's gone on. So how did he feel about what the vicar said? Well, obviously that he went over. But he felt like this guy's supporting him and giving him reassurance. There's that dog, can you hear her? How did Meghan feel about the vicar saying Harry had gone? So he wants the credit for saying he went, but he didn't go. Okay, he didn't go at all. When you say, so he said some, maybe this could be about money and headlines and that things aren't coming through with what they want. You know, this is just typical, you know, Harry saying he's been getting the credit and then going back, okay, and this is false credit because people are saying there's no pictures because, you know, he's trying to make amends. There's no pictures because there's no pictures. Yeah, so she couldn't come because, you know, the conditions, this is all about as well, conditions that his father set. So she was not happy at all. She was not happy. I think it's money because I'm seeing a bit of, you know, media here. So I don't know how. I never can understand how they make money from your name being in a paper and that you're being criticised. But my name's not Meghan Markle. Yeah, they're messed up, you know, it's total chaos with them, unreliability, you know, lastminute.com. Maybe Meghan wanted to gain from Harry not going, but like I said, they've already done it once, so, you know, why now? Why now? I think it's between themselves. Actually, I think that could be more of the reasons that, you know, he wanted to go because, you know, he does want to make up with the royal family. We've already established that in previous readings. But not being able to go, their kids, it changes, you know, he thought he could change Meghan's mind. So that's, you know, why he'll have said he was going. There's no doubt about it. He did say it, because otherwise his dad wouldn't be giving him all these instructions, you know, that Harry wasn't wanting to share with Meghan. Okay, what's next for Harry? Well, I get being very unhappy in a situation. I see things going from bad to worse, actually. So you'll have this, and then you have another scandal as well. Like I say, the more Meghan inflicts on him, and, you know, he's missed the trip because of her, the more things she does that are cruel and nasty will hopefully elevate him to the you know, his senses, top of his senses. But right now, you know, he's proper... I don't think he's broken just yet. Not bottom. And the amount of, you know, depression somebody has, well, it can be as well to do with their circumstances. Oh, I remember going to ask for some antidepressants years and years ago. And when, what do you want them for? So I said, because if I don't take them, I'm going to dump my boyfriend. But anyway, he did laugh. He did laugh. And he gave me a bit of advice and a pat on the arm. Dump him. But anyway, yeah, so he's not going to be happy, and he's not going to look happy at all in his relationship. In these circumstances, you know, you have to. No one's going to pull you out. No one's going to change anything. You know, if it's habitual, then, you know, you need to look at going out, you know, getting out. But they've made you so scared of, you know, how will you pay for things, you know, any debt, a house, or having children, you know. These are all tactics used to control somebody. Okay, right, that's it from me. I will be back soon with another reading. I know this is, you know, out there, but it's happening. It's been happening all week. Okay, so hopefully I can, now I get it gone, I can get back on track. Okay, right, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon.